Um, let's see. I'm not reading. Ricky Henderson.
Just died. I just sold a whole bunch of his baseball cards.
Well, he just died. 65 years old. Yep, the stolen base king.
Yep, Ricky, and he always said his name. When he would talk, he would go, "Hey, Ricky did this and Ricky did that." He would never say, "Me, I did this." He go, "Ricky did this and Ricky did that." He was always Ricky to Ricky, Ricky to himself. He was never himself.
Yep.
Ricky,
And
he steal a base.
last and certainly not least, former President Jimmy Carter.
100 years.
Now, most would say that he was certainly not the best president. Some say that he was one of the worst.
He was a great humanitarian.
But yes, what he was excellent at doing was being a statesman, negotiating peace between warring countries. He received the Nobel Peace Prize for his efforts in making peace.
Didn't he build houses for homeless people, for down and out people?
And that's one of the many things that he's done as a statesman and American ambassador.
He grew peanuts.
He grew peanuts. Yep.
Had a brother named Bill, drank a lot of beer.
Yep. And anybody that still has their Billy beer unopened,
hold on,
it's a small gold mine.
It's not. It used to be. They made that whole thing up. Billy beer cans. I had a whole bunch.
Yeah.
They were valuable at one time in the 80s.
Yeah. I think they shot up when Billy died too. They inflated the price. But yeah,
doesn't talk.
I never was one of the people that thought Jimmy Carter was a good president, but I thought that he was a good person.
I want to talk. Does we're going to put this on YouTube? Oh, can you say anything?
I was just listening to what you guys were
doing. And last but not least, Zombie the Wolf died at age 3,000 when he woke up from his antique bed, and his soul did a midnight creep. Of course, Zombie dies once a year and then is immediately resurrected on the following morning when he has to urinate.
Not to be mixed up with our Zombie Wolf.
That is it for celebrity deaths of 2024.
Okay, clap.
Oops, wrong one. Fuck, wrong one again. Well, anyway.
Dubs, you guys take over the show.
Train wreck.
I'm trying to understand what Dubs has to say. Just he comes up.
talking about heaven.
Something about heaven. You need to speak into the microphone better.
Talking to your mic, Dubs.
Yeah.
I am. You can hear me? Yeah. You're on some like weird phone, like Google phone or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how's your cat? How's your dog?
Dog's doing all right.
Dog's all right. How's your life going?
Pretty good. Still doing good, really.
Mm-hmm.
One day at a time.
Yep. That was pretty good. What else is going on? How's your music business?
I don't really do anything anymore.
You don't do music anymore?
If the Army is and all that, and just have to get it up for a little while.
Frankie MacDonald's dad did music.
You
Yeah.
quit? Did you say you quit playing dubs?
No, I don't have any room for it. I don't even have a car.
Oh, bummer. Are
Yeah,
you
full-time.
back in Kentucky again, or or
Still
was
out here
it?
in Arizona.
Oh, you still in Arizona?
Well, I don't know if I don't get any more callers. We got a couple, but we only did this off the cuff. What do you think, Irving? Tired.
Well,
I'm getting cold and I want to go to, what time is it anyway?
Slash over here is having a good time.
About bedtime in Nova Scotia. Frankie has to go to bed.
It's only 9:36 p.m. in Nova Scotia.
Oh, it's not your bedtime yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, I don't know. What else can we talk about?
Compound Media merged with Sensor TV. That's 2024 as well.
Cool. Hey,
And
Trevor.
Cumbia Network merged with Gavin McGinnis in 2024 last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Irving.
What was the problem when he called me? He had to go to the hospital. He said he couldn't see. What was the problem with there?
Well, I have a lot of problems, but that problem was Dubs don't make fun of it. Like, oh, Dubs makes fun of everything about me. But I took these pills, these gabapentins, and I don't know, I had vision problems when I woke up. I've been having a lot of problems with pills. I've been having a lot of problems with my legs and my feet. And Dubs is probably, come on, Dubs, come up with a joke.
Well, you know, they say you go blind if you jack off too much.
Yeah, I've been doing that. So
Yeah, it really messes a lot of people up.
hairy
A lot of
palms,
people talk to us about that shit.
hairy palms, all that.
Hairy palms, right?
But as far as my physical condition, I'm not in good shape. And I'm doing the show tonight just because I want to do something. And I got nerve damage. I got neuropathy. I don't care if people know it. And it's all alcohol related, and I can't drink again. Basically, if I do, I'm going to look like I'm going to look like one of those guys on Irving's right and left.
You're gonna look like zombie.
I'm saying that, I'm saying these things, and I don't have any facts. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I might even be like on one of those like scooters with a flag, like waving in the back. I may. But anyway, if it comes down to that, I'm 59 this month.
Get yourself a tricycle with a sissy bar and one of those flags,
Yeah, I'm 59 this month, and it hit me like a ton of bricks. What happened to me? Irving knows a lot about it, and he knows about me.
Throw
Huh?
the pills away and get on CBD.
Put on DVD.
CBD, it's like a form of cannabis without getting high.
We can't understand this phone you're on. It's like you just have a. That's what it sounds like.
Just get off of pills and just do like a simple version of THC.
THC.
Yeah, like a CBD.
CBD oil. Yeah. See,
Yeah,
anything Dubs.
something like
As long
that.
as you say THC and CBD, we know Dubs is on the phone. And yeah.
It's like that everything worse than what it already is.
Trevor uses Crisco and Vaseline
Yeah.
Get the video.
and KY.
Yeah, I know. And insulin now.
Wait, you stick the insulin up your butt with the KY?
Yeah. Yep. Frankie, but
So-
I'm back.
So is that for a prescription butt plug?
Nope. Nope. It's for eating a hamburger. It's like
Oh.
we're eating anything. And I'm drinking. Oh, here's my drink of choice, Pedialyte. Eat my electrolyte. Hello.
Nobody's home.
Hold on. How's your friend, the guy that used to live with? Hmm? What was his name?
Amazon hates this, but there's nothing to stop it. There's a new electric lighter out there, and it's got the firepower of a military.
Shouts Factory, the channel.
Okay, I'm back. Normally I would have just muted that, but that was my aunt, and we don't talk very often. And,
Yeah, okay, but
I'll
okay,
talk
but
to you.
this is what it sounded like right here, Irving.
Hello?
My friend Dwayne and I, we used to, when I lived with him, we on our answer machine, a recorder call, we used to put this on the answer machine tape. When you go answer, Bob Newhart answered the phone. Hello.
I knew I recognized that theme. I kept thinking Mary Tyler Moore, and I was, no, it's not that.
Bob, that's left.
So, oh, Dubs hung up?
Yeah, well, he's mumbling anyways.
Oh, yeah, Dubs? So what have you been up to?
I have that
Cool.
little drive that has all of my shows, all of our
Uh-huh.
stuff we did for like years back in 2016, 17, 18. All those like 5-hour shows. What's that?
Yeah.
What's that little drive called? Like a cigarette. It's like,
Oh, flash drive?
yeah, flash drive. I was gonna give it you to be the whole.
Say what?
Gonna let you have it. Mike the engineer download the computer onto it. What's all the background?
Frankie,
Trevor,
we can hear your background.
Trevor, I'm doing great so far.
Yeah. Well, anyways, that drive, I was going to give it to you, and maybe you can make heads or tails of it and download a bunch of our old shows. We were talking for like 5 hours or 10 hours.
That I can probably figure out pretty quick.
Has everything has everything we've ever done. Now,
what would you want it added to?
Nothing. If you could like take it and I don't know what we would do with the stuff. I don't know, but if everything ever happens to me, with my situation and my health,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
then I'd like you to have it so you can like do something with it.
Yeah, I'll do like a montage edit to make you look like a complete idiot. Well, actually, I don't have to edit anything for that.
So I have a backup. So you be my backup to my own computer.
Cool.
So I don't need two backups. I got my computer, and then that's the other backup in case something happens to me. You got all the shows, and you can
Right.
do something with it because I don't know how to do it, and Zombie wouldn't do it, and I don't know.
I'll leave a letter that designates me to take possession of your radio equipment,
Website.
hard drives, mixers, microphones, all computer.
Well, on GoDaddy, you could take my GoDaddy account and pay for it every month. Keep the website going.
I don't think you can do that. I think you have to create a new account.
Oh, you can take my password and everything and then keep it going. Just
Oh, I
pay,
see what you're saying.
you got to pay like $100 and something a year or something to keep the thing up with all the shows on it.
And as soon as I can get this thing filed with the contractors board, which I have to have by the 14th of this month.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't, I lose. I lose. This is the 4th year that asshole fucked me over on my floor, you know. And the beginning contract date was January 14th. So I have to have that filed by the 14th. But after that, I will start looking into live streaming and see what we can get done on that. And, you know, something did happen to you. I actually thought about that because you've been having a lot of issues. I thought, you know, I'm just going to keep the name the same, Trevor's Happy Hour, except for instead of Trevor Garner as our host, it would be Irving the Idiot Boy.
Yeah. Dave Learman and all that stuff.
And I can take sound bites from you and make you into an asshole. Well, I wouldn't. You know, again, I'm making a mistake there. I don't have to make you into an idiot or an asshole because you already pre-exist as those things.
Right.
Right. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember when we had that tranny on the show that one time, long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
The one from San Diego, some gay
yeah.
bar.
Yep, that's in there probably. But
Yep.
there are a lot of them aren't labeled. Well, some of them are labeled. I don't know. I remember that one. That's the one that I went down to San Diego 2016 or whatever, and
Yeah.
in the rain. I remember in the rain, I went to that tranny bar, and she
Right.
did like a DD 214 military. I was like
Yeah,
running.
military tranny. Well, ex-military tranny.
And it was black. It was just a black tranny, and had like her like military tattoos on a dress and a wig on. And running.
She was actually pretty cool, and she was a really good sport for the show. Well, she, depending on, you know, how our listeners, you know, think about that kind of thing.
I don't know. Was Carl on with her, or we just asked him about that? Her. She looked like a bulldog.
I don't remember if Carl was on that show or if he responded to that show later. God, I don't remember. It seems like he responded to it later. I don't think he was actually on that show. If he was on that show, he kept it really straight. You know, and he wasn't being his usual Carl. You know, fuck them guys. You know,
Right.
But I remember Carl making some kind of statement about, you know, DD 214 and do you remember her name?
No, that's so long ago. I could remember.
Yeah, me neither.
We got a promoter here. I want to see if he's still around. He's some baseball.
Hello.
Henry.
Hello. Yep.
Henry. This is Trevor. I got Irving and I got Frankie MacDonald. We're on our podcast.
Oh, Trevor.
And
Yeah. What's going on?
I wanted to ask you some questions about baseball.
Sure.
Okay.
Go ahead. I'm all ears.
We were doing like the countdown, like people who passed away, like Ricky Henderson and Pete Rose. And you know, what's your take on Pete Rose?
Well, you know, that's a sad story of baseball. As people get old, like I was just talking with somebody.
Well, that's a sad story of life, man.
Yeah, Tom Brady got us into 10 Super Bowls. 10. Who does that? You tell me any other team that's seen 10 Super Bowls in a 20-year decade or 20 years period. And he won 6 of them.
Well, he's not
I
going
was
to.
just talking to. Well, I don't want to change it to football, but I'm just saying, but he can't do it anymore. He got old.
Yeah.
If he came out of retirement, he would only bust himself up.
Yep.
I'm talking athletes in general. There's only a window, a short window, from 25 to about 35, and that's basically it.
Yeah, but
And some of them are shorter than that.
But what do you think about some of these?
It's a ballpark figure, just like when you talk to people, it's
no
a
pun
ballpark
intended.
figure. It's not exact.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
people are in major leagues by 16, like Camilo Pascual, but that's rare.
Well, but what do you listen to this? Like Tom Brady
and Babe Ruth, who was pretty damn old when he finally.
Yeah.
I bet was he the oldest? Trevor, was Babe Ruth the oldest?
Who died young, and so did Lou Gehrig. They were like 50s, but Lou Gehrig was in his 40s, wasn't he? 30s or 40s. But
but he died of ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease.
Yeah, of course, they named it after. But no, what I was going to ask Henry about, what do you think about some of these players like Tom Brady and Joe Montana? They do these meet and greets, like they have a meet and greet with the fans, but then they say they're not going to sign any autographs. They won't sign any autographs, but you got to pay to see them. And they're like raking in. And Tom Brady, like he signs his autograph and to people that are paying like $200 for his autograph, and he just scribbles it. You can't even read it. He doesn't even take into account.
Well, he's got 400 people in line, man. He doesn't have time to fucking be articulate.
There was a guy named Arnold Palmer who made a comment. He said, if you're going to sign your autograph, you better make it legible. And that's the way I would say. These guys
well, that's the way it should be. Mickey Mantle was like that. He would give you a real nice autograph.
Yeah.
But times have changed. Everything is hurry up. Got to make more money. Some of these guys, they have over $100 million, and it's still not enough.
Right.
So, what are you trying to tell me? Everybody's different. Well, it's incredible. Some of these guys now want $1 billion. $1 million is not enough. $100 million is not enough. Now they're throwing for the billion.
Yep.
Right.
That's the way sports are going.
And they give less.
I think once you have in your pocket, in your bank, whatever, I think once you have your first million, I think it is infectious.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
And you burn that first million, and you do it really quick because you don't realize how little $1 million actually is until it's all spent.
You're the only smart guy here.
Huh?
You're the only smart guy here. That's what happens. It's like water. It becomes like water.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they know they're going to get more, so they're just, dumping it down the fucking toilet fast as they can.
Yeah, exactly.
And then all of a sudden, there's always the caboose on the train,
That's right.
And then
right. You're saying it just like I would.
Yep.
The caboose, and then what?
And then that's it.
And
that's it.
You got players like
train is gone.
End of the train, end of the line. Now all they got. Hopefully, if they did any endorsements, they still get paid on those. If they've done anything special that deserves royalty, they get paid on that, hopefully. But most of these guys in sports, they don't ever get royalties.
Well, and then you got guys like Anthony Rendon, the guy, you know who that is, Henry? He plays for the Angels.
Anthony Rendon, the soccer?
No, he's a baseball player. He plays third base for the Angels. He played for the Padres. I think his name's Rendon.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about now. Sorry.
And he said baseball isn't his job. No, he said it's a job. It's not it's like a 9-to-5 job. So it's like, to him, it's not a passion. It's like, I just show up, I do and he doesn't even show up. He gets hurt all the time. He just shows up, puts in his
gets injured, is out for the rest of the year, comes back, gets paid, gets injured, repeat.
Right. And has a contract, and he's always injured. And he's like, well, it's just business. Baseball is business. It's not passionate. They don't
It's probably in his contract. Must get injured halfway through season.
Yeah, players get injured now. They don't play the whole game. Nobody completes a game anymore, right? Nobody completes a game.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever heard of Denny McLean. I'm still in touch with him.
I interviewed.
He's up in
Florida,
Detroit, and the guy won 31 games in one season.
Yeah.
Who does that anymore?
I know. I interviewed him too. He's
right, but who does that?
Hey, Henry, real quick.
Yeah.
Is this Huntington Henry?
No, it's Henry's Baseball out of Waltham. We do baseball. We do like overload training. We teach them the 6-12 play for a pitcher. Is there a difference between control and command for a left-handed pitcher?
I don't know.
It's a question to the public.
No idea for me.
You guys are the baseball experts, right?
Not me.
No.
I know enough about baseball to know the ball is round, it's white first, and it's got stitches.
Yeah. Well,
kind of like Rocky Balboa.
We give a baseball education. I was in the real minors with George Scott the Boomer. He taught me overload training, how to work these guys out. Because in the minors, you're just a short stay there. It's not a long stay. You either move up or you get out.
Henry, how many stitches are in a baseball?
I think it's 108.
You're right. You know Billy Sample then. You know Billy Sample? Huh? You know Billy Sample?
Billy Sample? Rings a bell, yes.
Yeah, he played for the Texas Rangers and the Yankees.
Exactly.
He had a movie, Reunion 108, about baseball. So Reunion 108 is right.
Yeah, well, I talked with Claudia Williams a while back. I first met her about 10 years ago.
She played baseball?
No, she was invited by the Red Sox to throw out the first pitch around July 4th. They were playing the Yankees.
This year? Or 24?
No, around 10 years ago, I said. You guys aren't listening.
I didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
Okay, let me start over just to make sure. I got a phone call about 10 plus years ago when they had the celebration of Fenway. Was it the 12th? The century dinner? Around the 12th? Was that 1912 when they started?
I don't know.
Fenway. Well, Fenway opened up around 1912, right around there. So 2012, she called and she wanted to practice throwing out the first pitch. So I said, come on down. So she came down, we talked, she gave me everything I needed, like a cell phone, everything. So we also took pictures, and she wasn't nervous anymore because now she practiced throwing out the first pitch. So the next night, or that night, I forget, it's been, that long ago, she also wrote a book, Ted Williams, My Father. I don't know if you heard about that.
No.
If you want to write it down, Ted Williams, My Father by Claudia Williams. It's about 300 pages, and she said she wants to make that into a major motion picture because nobody's done a movie of Ted Williams.
I don't know anything about Ted Williams, but I do know this. I know that he had a sporting rifle, hunting rifle, that was a special design made by, I can't remember the manufacturer, but it was a big manufacturer. And if you can find one of those, they're worth a good amount. And I think he also had a signature shotgun as well, but I couldn't swear to that. But I'm sure about the rifle, 30-06 bolt action.
Yeah, I can bring up this too. Hey, do you collect baseball cards, Henry?
Yeah, I have one in front of me. It's a Tom Brady rookie, 10.
That's football. But baseball.
Who the hell is Carlton Fisk?
Right. Hold on. Go ahead. Let Irving say something to Henry. Henry, sure. Listen to Irving. This is how much Irving knows about baseball. Say what you just said, Irving.
Who the hell is Carlton Fisk?
used to catch when he was younger, but he can't now.
No, but I
You know?
I bought a 1975 top set, Henry. I just bought one, a brand new one. It's like right out of the case. It's like $800.
So you're saying the only thing you can catch now is a cold, huh?
Well,
That was
now,
that's-
yes, but in his prime, he could catch anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Was
That
it him?
phenomenal.
Was it him or Munson? Johnny Bench? It was 75, but this Carlton Fisk home run. That was the best. That was my first World Series. Not second one, but that was the best World Series ever. The 75 World Series.
Yeah, that was good. All that is good when you're a baseball fan.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we love it all.
But I'm not a Red Sox fan.
I am familiar with the biggest names in baseball. But the you know, if they weren't superstars, I pretty much don't know who the hell they are.
And then we have Frankie MacDonald. Henry, we have Frankie MacDonald on here. He's in Nova Scotia, Canada. His favorite team is the Toronto Blue Jays.
Yes, the Toronto Blue Jays is my favorite baseball. And guess what? Joey Ollie's come back doing the show again. Joey Ollie's come back tomorrow night.
If you guys had called earlier, we could have called Bill Lee.
Spaceman Lee. The space.
Yeah. I'm friends with him.
Yeah.
I mean, good friends. We talk about once a week, once a month, whatever it is.
Too late for him now?
Well, you can't call him now. No, I mean, he goes to bed early. He would shoot me. No, he can't.
What side of the country is he on?
He lives in Vermont, northern Vermont. He's 30 miles from the border of Canada.
Oh, so it's 9:00 there. Yeah.
Yeah, and his mom. Remember Irving? You ever heard of a movie called League of Their Own?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
Of course.
What does Bill Lee have in common with the League of Their Own movie?
I don't know.
His mother was played that in that league. Played in that.
No shit.
The female that league that they had in the the 1940s or no the 50s.
Yeah, it was during World War II.
50s.
Yeah.
Well, it started during World War II.
1944, right around there.
Yeah, because I mean everybody was over either in the European theater or the South Pacific theater or Pacific Asian theater, whatever. And so there wasn't a whole lot of baseball players that were available. I see it. Yeah, that were available. Bill Lee, that were available to play baseball. So they started a women's league, and that is what A League of Their Own was all about. And yeah, I think they did end up playing all the way into either the early or middle 50s before they had lost interest and disbanded.
Yeah, did you know that Bill Lee was born in December 28th, 1946 in Burbank? And his home was, is it Stratton, Massachusetts?
Stratton?
Stratton? Stroughton? Where is that, Henry?
Stroughton.
Well, there's 351 cities and towns, and I've lived in Mass for a long time. I still don't know every single one. There's 351.
Yep.
It's possible that there might be a small location by that name.
Yep. Bill was the best lefty since Mel Parnell, 1973.
Yeah. Do you want to introduce me? And I'd like to maybe have a mention for Henry's Baseball Club. We're looking for players ages 16 to 40, and we're looking for coaches, helpers, and volunteers. And generally, we play Sunday ball. But
can I be the bat boy?
You can try out.
that way I can be Irving the bat boy.
Okay. Can you carry the bat?
Okay. My radio name is Irving the Indian Boy, so with this I could be Irving the bat boy.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what.
Who's on the line? You didn't introduce me.
We got Frankie MacDonald.
Say hi, Frankie.
Hi, I'm doing great so far. It's Frank. I got nearly 300,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel.
He has 300,000 subscribers, Frankie does.
Right. Well, can you mention us or give me an email and I'll send you a flyer? I'm trying to get the word about what we're doing. I don't know if you know, Now listen to this carefully.
Not only,
The-
and guess what?
the
This
Boston
Sunday
area
coming
gets
up.
the Boston area gets 100,000 people every September 1st. They all come here for the colleges. 100,000 plus, guaranteed. How many communities can say that?
Damn. So you got to scrub like 95% of those guys to find the gold, right?
Well, I'm just saying they come to school here. One of them created the Citadel. If you want to look it up, it's up to you. The Citadel in Manhattan. He has the best penthouse in Manhattan. He became a billionaire a while back because Harvard allowed him to put a satellite dish at the top of the dorm. And at that time, people were afraid of satellite dishes. They didn't know what they were. You know, it was something new. But anyway.
It's going to irradiate my brain.
Okay, but just hear a little bit.
No,
you know,
I remember the big scare on those things. Yes. That was one of the deals.
Right. Okay, but he called Harvard recently, and he asked them, I have a check for $100 million to send you since you helped me out to the stock quotes. I used to get them through the satellite dish. So Harvard said, yeah, send us a check for $100 million. So he sent an additional, a total of $300 million so far to Harvard University. $300 million.
Wow.
Kevin Griffin III. Kevin Griffin III. You can look him up if you don't believe me. He created the Citadel in Manhattan. Hedge fund manager.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Some people know how to use their brain.
Well, look at that twerp that came out of Harvard that started Facebook.
Oh, yeah. You know, he used to ride on my bus. I was a bus driver at Harvard.
Did you beat him up?
No, but he was just they all look the same because they're all grubby. They don't dress up or anything. They just go from the dorm to the library to the dining hall, back to the dorm. You know, stuff like that. They're just about their schooling. They're not interested in how their looks are. You know, they don't shave, they don't shower, they don't take care of their hair. At least at that time. I don't know how it is now, but I'm just saying they were all grubby.
Like
what the hell's that little twerp's name? And he's still a twerp.
You're talking about the Facebook owner?
Yeah.
Zucker.
Yeah, Mark Zuckerfucker.
One night he said to me, he says, Henry, you saved my life. I said, how do you figure that, Mark? He said, well, it's 2 degrees out here and it's 65 degrees inside your bus. I was freezing, Henry. You saved my life.
Really?
You should have
So
said,
everybody
get
knows
out.
Henry, but I didn't know every single guy because, you know, they just get in and off the bus. Once in a while you have a little conversation while you're waiting, either at the beginning or the end of the line or something like that.
Do you know the story on how he begat Facebook?
I do know the story. I know the whole thing. You know, you're not going to believe this.
So you're familiar with
he worked at Harvard, remember? He said he was a bus driver.
You're
haven't
familiar
heard
with
the
something.
best part. That idea was all over Harvard long before he ever got there.
It
Well,
was.
he was in he was in high school, right?
Yes.
Every dorm had a Facebook.
Well, they had their own BBS.
No, you understand? Before that media stuff, every dorm had a book, a real book. It had a paragraph about each person with a little picture. That's where he got the idea. That's where the idea for Facebook came. It was already there when he got there. He saw
Whoa. Wait a second. Slow down there, Pancho. His first effort at Harvard was a flame site for the internet, the newly formed internet.
Before he got to that point.
And it was called...
already existed in the books at Harvard.
Well,
Every dorm had a Facebook. The guard at the desk when you come in, he could look at the pictures and let's say you say my name's Joe Smith. He would look in the book for Joe Smith, and if your face matched the picture, he'd let you in. There's different guards every 8 hours.
And every fraternity and sorority had their members book as well.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Every dorm had a Facebook. So the idea
And-
was long there before he ever got there. And I had the idea in my hand, but I didn't think of putting it on the internet. I'm not, savvy like that.
Well, the first thing
But
that
that
happened
idea
before
was
the
in my
worldwide.
hand long before he ever got there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, the first thing that happened before the World Wide Web, known as www. Was the BBS, or bulletin board system, where you could go online and you could dial up modem into other bulletin board systems. NASA had one. I mean, pretty much everybody had one that had any kind of self-serving computer, because there weren't really any such thing as servers as we know them now at the time. And then, of course, once the World Wide Web launched and became the internet as we kind of know it today, then these fraternities and sororities and other types of clubs and groups at different colleges, including Yale, Harvard, etc., they were creating their own web pages. Well, at that time, there was Mark Zuckerfuck, who had created a website called Face Smash that was all about flaming people. Now, I don't know if they still use the term flaming anymore, but what flaming was at the time was making other people look like shit. And so Face Smash was exactly that. Now, there was a fraternity there, and I don't remember which frat it was at Harvard, that their computer guy had designed a base matrix that was more than just a bulletin board site. It was more than just a database. It was, for all intents and purposes, it was similar to the way Facebook works today on the same basic matrix. They had hired Zuckerfuck to perfect this, to debug it, and to get it out there. So these guys had this flawless base version of what Facebook is now. Zuckerfuck actually takes the money and runs, and then he steals the base matrix, and he actually gets sued in court for stealing it. But he wins the suit because he double talks all the way through the suit. And he ends up convincing the judge that it's his idea. But it was not his idea in the slightest. And his version of what they created, that he by then had changed the name from Face Smash to Facebook, using the same matrix that this fraternity's computer geek had created. He had convinced the judge that it was different by more than 10%, but it wasn't. It was identical. But through double talk, and sand dancing, this guy was able to convince the judge that he fucking created it. One of the reasons why I dislike Zuckerfuck. The main reason I dislike Zuckerfuck is because he is a censor addict.
Well, now he made up with Donald Trump. I think. He kicked him off. Remember?
Well, they had no choice. Once that guy becomes president, he's got to deal with him.
Yeah.
Well, even
everybody has
Trump's,
to make up with Donald Trump right now, like it or not.
Well, during Trump's first term, Facebook. Well, let me back up just a few months. When Trump was campaigning, Zuckerfuck had deleted his pages. And there was a big hoo-ha about it at the time. Now, after Trump was elected and was in office, that that deletion was never rescinded. But what Trump did was he started new pages, or a new page at least. And this is along with Twitter and one of the other ones I don't remember, and maybe Instagram. I don't recall now, but Twitter was one of the ones. But still, the Trump page was being heavily censored. Anybody that shared a post from the Trump page after he was president had their shared post of his also censored. There were warnings sent out to people who were sharing posts from Trump's page. Finally, Twitter let Trump back in. And, it was basically just a big fucking witch hunt. And I don't care what side of the goddamn political fence you're on. Facebook has no business doing that. It's supposed to be public media.
Yeah. Anyways, he has a house in Hawaii. He's building, has an underground bunker. It's going to be like a big underground computer world down there.
Who does? Zuckerfuck?
Yeah, an underground. It's going to be an underground bunker. It's going to be like all computerized. Like in case there's a bomb or something, I guess he has his own world underground.
Somebody should have just beat the shit out of that fucking punk when he was very small.
Yeah, why didn't you do that, Henry?
No, I'm not into that. I try to be kind of polite to people.
Hey, have him come in to learn how to pitch and then beat him.
He's not an athlete. He's not athletic.
I know. Beat him. Give him a fucking 98-mile-an-hour fastball right upside the head, man. That'll tone his ass up.
Be careful what you say on the air. I don't know how many people hear this.
It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. It'll be nobody else. Nobody can censor us.
China loves us, actually.
Yep.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, I know.
No, I don't say anything negative on the air or anything like that. I don't want.
Well, we're actually not on the air. We're a podcast radio show. But
well, how many listeners you got?
Oh, 1 million.
About.
No.
Fucking
Frank,
dreams.
hold on a second. Hold on, Frankie. How many listeners? How many viewers you got on your YouTube?
Nearly 300,000 subscribers.
300,000 subscribers, and we posted.
And my most viewed videos, guy tries to eat 50 hot dogs once. That's 2 million views grand total.
2 million views.
Now, in contrast, Trevor's Happy Hour has about 23 likes.
Yeah. Right.
Hey, that's funny, Trevor. You're a funny guy.
But Frank,
you should be a comedian.
That was me, Irving, that said that. Trevor, say something.
That was Irving. But Frankie promotes our show, and he has like millions of viewers, so everybody knows about us, right, Frankie?
Yes.
Well, I'm looking
I got so many views on my YouTube channel. Guess what?
Oh.
St. Anna winds are going on in Southern California right now. There's a lot of St. Anna winds going on in where you're at right now, Trevor.
How is it in? Where are you at? How's it in Massachusetts? What's the weather like in Massachusetts?
Well, I'd like to give out my number and see if any of their players out there. I'm looking around for players 16 to 40 for Sunday ball, and for anything skilled.
Henry, hang on, stop real quick. Give the name of your outfit. Give who you are. Give a quick promo, and then end it with the contact information. Okay?
Sure. We're Henry's Baseball Club. We've been around for 49 years. I have a young voice, but I'm an old man now. But it'll be 50 years in April that we've had Henry's Baseball Club. Henry's Baseball Club is basically Sunday ball. But from time to time, when we find a sponsor and so forth, because having a team in the league is very expensive. You're talking $5,000 or $10,000 for the summer, because you need uniforms. Each umpire gets about $150 a game now, and you need 2 umpires per game. So it can get very pricey, and you forfeit the game if you don't have a dozen new baseballs to give the umpire. The home team forfeits the game if you don't have a dozen brand new baseballs for the umpire. So it's pricey. So basically, we're Sunday ball. We're looking for players ages 60 to 40. We're also looking for coaches, helpers, and volunteers. We're in Waltham, Massachusetts, 1 block from Burger King in Waltham, Massachusetts. And originally we started at Harvard University. We used to have a permit for Harvard, and we would get so many guys that we would play 4 games on a Sunday. And still, we could have played more than that. That's how people wanted to play in the old days, from 1975 through about 1995. Times have changed, but in the old days, people wanted to play. No matter how bad or good they were, they just wanted to be in the game because they watched the Red Sox or the World Series or Mickey Mantle or whatever it was that they wanted to play. But times have changed, and now it's hard to get 18 to 28 to play a Sunday baseball game. I was talking to a guy. He said to me, "Henry, I'm your best home run hitter."
Don't forget your phone
How do you
number.
figure that? He said, "I just hit 3 home runs while I was talking to you on my computer." So, obviously they don't do well when they come down because it's not the same as playing a video game. In baseball, you actually have to run, you have to hit, you have to throw accurately.
Vision and hourly
So
bath.
it's a tough game, but anybody can reach me at 781-891-0621. 781-891-0621. Had the same number for 49 years. And if you're a skilled player, like a 6'8", 60, 90 righty, 87 lefty, then I'll get you a pro tryout.
Hang on. And then
Cool.
Henry,
Yeah.
if I ever hear this song again, listen to this. This song, I hate it because of the Red Sox. What is it?
Neil
Sweet
Diamond.
Caroline. Yeah, Sweet
Yep.
Caroline.
How
They
did
play that all the time.
how did that happen?
I
Why?
don't know how it started, but they play it every time I'm down there.
Yeah. Anyways, this is the Boston Red Sox theme song now.
Well, probably Neil Diamond came out and fucking did a guest pitch at some point, I would bet.
Yeah. Oh well, Sweet Caroline. Now it's the Boston Red Sox theme song. Okay. Anyways, thanks, Henry.
Okay, so do you want to tell me who was on the and if there's some way to get some publicity?
Ask Frankie. Frankie has 3 million viewers or subscribers.
Well, Frankie, what do you need from me? Do you want to give me an email, or do you want to send me an email, or you need my email?
Yeah, hook him up with
Just so you
Frankie.
have it, it's HENRYS, all one word, no apostrophe. Henry's Baseball Club at hotmail.com. Henry's Baseball Club at hotmail.com.
You have a website?
Yeah, it's henrysbaseballclub.com.
Yeah, Frankie, look up henrysbaseballclub.com.
Henry's Baseball Club.
It's in Massachusetts.com.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of nice pictures. Recently, I took a picture with Roger Clemens, and the other day with David Ortiz. Those pictures aren't up there yet, but because I'm having trouble finding somebody legitimate to work on my computer.
Yeah.
What these guys do is once they finish doing your site, then they want an additional $5,000 to transfer the domain to you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what the problem is with these people that run the web or work on the web. They want more and more money. It's not enough.
I can see all those baseball players and things like this, and
Yep.
pictures of baseball players and cards and things like this on henrysbaseballclub.com.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Frankie, promote him.
Frankie, Henry would like to contact you for possible promotion ideas on your show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead. I have a cable TV show. It goes to 351 cities and towns, and not always, but some of the times. But one of my guests was Steve Lyons, the national broadcaster on the Fox network.
Psycho Lions, right?
You remember Psycho Lyons?
Yep. Chicago Cubs.
You remember he ran into first base?
Yep.
And pulled his pants down?
Yeah.
So he talks about that and everything else. The guy's fantastic as an interview. You know, you give him a softball question, and he comes back with 2 minutes of response. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Simple.
Those are the kind of people to interview. They take over. Yep.
Yeah.
The
Him
guest.
and Bill Lee.
The guest is
and also, you know, who's a good guy to interview is Buddy Biancalana.
Bob
I just got an email from him. He after he played shortstop for the Royals in the World Series with George Brett.
Yep.
And Brett Saberhagen.
George Brett Saberhagen. 85. Yeah. What do you think of that? What do you think of that umpire call at first base?
Which there's been a lot of calls at first base. What are you talking about?
The Red Sox. I mean,
Trevor's happy our regular show will be back on Sunday.
The Cardinals. It was Joaquin.
Who the hell is George Brett?
He's George Brett. This is his rookie card. This is his rookie card. This is 1975. Yeah. It's worth like $300 in mint condition, perfect mint. Okay. Anyway, no, I'm talking about.
Dude, I'm sorry, but I've never heard of him.
Any numbers you want me to write down or any emails?
Joaquin Andujar, and it was the Royals versus the Cardinals in '85, and I think it was it Don Dinkinger or one? It was a call at first base, called him safe, and Andujar was pitching, and that's how the Royals won the World Series. Darryl Motley home runs. I remember that.
Oh yeah, look, I didn't finish with Buddy Biancalana. What he does now, he does mental stuff. Mm-hmm. In other words, he if you're having trouble with your tennis or baseball or pitching, you know, the mental part of the game. So people paying big money to, you know, get mentally strong. And also he was on David Letterman. I don't know if you remember
that. I know who David Letterman is.
Yeah, well, look up Buddy Biancalana on David Letterman. It's real good because he didn't get a lot of hits. So,
was he a mafia godfather?
Huh?
Was he a mafia godfather?
No.
Like who the hell is Robin Yount or whatever?
Wasn't he a shortstop somewhere? Texas?
Robin Yount, Brewers. He's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Wait, if Henry doesn't know who the hell he was, then he ain't anybody.
I got old, man.
He's talking about David Letterman.
My memories are what it used to be. I'm sorry.
David Letterman, but baseball, David Letterman. Remember Terry Forrester, a tub of goo? Remember that one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Letterman called him a big tub of goo.
Yeah.
Fat guy.
I know who Joe Namath is, and you know Rocky Marciano, and those guys are some of the best baseball players I've ever seen.
Right. Anyway.
Listen, Trevor, I have a way you can get a commission. I have a Tom Brady. It's a canvas painting by an artist, and I can send you a picture of it through the Facebook. But anyway, it's 3 feet tall, 2.5 feet wide. Tom Brady in uniform throwing an action pass on canvas by an artist.
Yeah.
So I'll send you that, and if you can anything, and let's just say you sell it for $100. Let's just suppose you get a $20 bill for selling it, just for selling. So if you sell it for $1,000, I'll give you 20% of that. If you sell it for $10,000, I'll give you 20% of that. But it's to raise money for the club.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to get big money for it. I don't need $5 or $10. I'm talking $10,000, $20,000.
Okay, and can you promote Frankie MacDonald bobbleheads?
It's on National Bobblehead Hall of Fame website.
Frankie has his own bobblehead. He has. He sells. Yeah, he has his own. He's like.
It's Henry Waltham on Facebook. If you want to send me anything.
Okay.
Henry, a space, and then Waltham. WALT as in Thomas, HAM. Henry Waltham on Facebook. Henry Waltham on Vimeo. You can see all my videos on Vimeo. 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 Henry Waltham on Vimeo. Henry Waltham on Facebook.
And guess I just sent you a link.
Okay.
Waltham, like the world famous pocket watch.
Good.
That
All right.
true?
So anything else we need to cover?
I am an Old West aficionado. So
Yeah.
yes,
Don't forget, I
know.
gave you 41 minutes of my time.
Okay, well, call Bill Lee. Wake him
Well,
up.
yeah, round it off to 60 and we'll be good.
What time do you go on? Because if you call early, we could get
Sunday.
a lot of people on. But
Sunday.
they told me, don't call me late, Henry.
We call it 4 p.m. We'll do Sunday.
Or
We'll do
late for dinner.
Sunday, 4 p.m. Pacific time. That'd be 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock your time.
Where are you? Where are you broadcasting from?
Anaheim by Disneyland, Angel Stadium.
Southern
I see.
California.
And
Yeah.
Frankie's
Well-
in Canada.
Oh, he is? And is just three of us?
Frankie's close to you. He's in Nova Scotia. There's
Right.
3 of us
But
now.
is it-
We had
was
Brett.
there-
We had Brett from Sacramento. We had who else was on here?
Dubs from Arizona,
That was from Arizona. Yeah.
whose time never changes. And I tell the rest of the country to take a tip from Arizona.
Yeah.
We do not need to change our clocks twice a fucking year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for
You know,
Brent.
the Indians have a saying. Only a white man would cut the bottom off of a blanket and sew it to the top and call it longer.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Okay,
You know?
that's it.
Yeah, don't bring up that tragedy with the Indians, please. I feel so bad about them. You know, the way they were treated, you know?
Well, I'm not Irving the Indian boy for absolutely no reason. I'm 1/8 Cherokee.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now, as
Well,
far as physical appearance goes, I look like a total white boy.
yeah. Well, you're lucky.
But that is my lineage.
Yeah.
All right, Henry. Thanks for coming on.
Okay.
42
All right,
minutes.
take care of it.
Okay, take
All right,
care.
when do you... All right, take care.
Hey, Henry. Happy New Year.
I'm done. We're done to the show. I gotta get.
But that means
Hey, I want to call in Paul fucking Anthony, man.
I can't because I gotta go. I gotta get
that
going.
means the next Trevor's Happy Hour is Sunday, January 5th.
Sunday. Yeah.
We hope.
Okay. All right.
Well, you got to go.
I've got to go.
Why?
I've just got to go.
Yeah,
I'll
but why?
I'll explain it later.
Oh,
You
my
wanna- Bye.
What, do you got to pinch a loaf, dude?
Nope.
Gadget is quickly becoming the most
Nope.
popular Christmas gift.
Did you see a picture of a hot chick got to spank the monk?
No, it has to do with something I've been going through.
Oh. Spank the monkey. Spank the monkey.
Okay.
Using it just
Anyways, I
one
did a
time,
show,
I cannot
okay?
believe
We
it
did
was-
show. We did pretty good for what we've done. So be happy and go go lucky. Go
Hey,
lucky strike.
Can you play Peter Gabriel, Shock the Monkey as an outro?
No, I got this one.
Okay. I'll read our station ID.
Okay.
This has been Trevor's Happy Hour with Trevor Garner as our host. Thank you, Frankie MacDonald, for being on the show and the rest of our guests. Tune in this Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific time and call in. It's 657-444-5501. That's 657-444-5501.
Right. And then we'll put this on YouTube and hopefully Frankie will get our streaming again. All right. Good night. Good night. Good night.
Thank you very much, assholes and reprobates. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.